In the vast blue expanse of the Indian Ocean, a routine cargo run was about to turn into a terrifying international incident. This is the incredible true story of the Maersk Alabama hijacking and the nail-biting rescue of its captain, Richard Phillips. It was April 8, 2009. The Maersk Alabama, a massive container ship carrying food aid, was sailing off the coast of Somalia, a notorious hotspot for piracy. Despite following safety protocols and staying hundreds of miles offshore, the unthinkable happened. A small, fast-moving skiff appeared on the horizon, closing in at an alarming speed. On board were 4 Somali pirates, armed and determined. The crew, led by Captain Richard Phillips, sprang into action. They initiated their anti-piracy drills, firing flares and maneuvering the giant vessel to create waves. But the pirates were relentless. They threw a ladder onto the ship's hull and, one by one, they climbed aboard. The crew of 20 American sailors was now face to face with a life-threatening crisis. Thinking fast, Captain Phillips ordered his crew to lock themselves in the secure engine room, a steel fortress deep within the ship. He and a few other senior officers stayed on the bridge to confront the intruders. The pirates, teenagers really, were jittery, but armed with AK-47s. They demanded to know where the rest of the crew was hiding. Captain Phillips tried to mislead them, hoping to buy his men precious time. Down below, the hidden crew wasn't just waiting. Chief Engineer Mike Perry, in a remarkable act of bravery, managed to ambush and capture one of the pirates. They now had a bargaining chip. The situation was at a stalemate. The crew had one of theirs, and the pirates had the captain. The pirates, growing desperate and realizing they couldn't control the massive ship, decided to change their plan. They forced Captain Phillips into the Maersk Alabama's own covered lifeboat, a small orange capsule designed for survival, not for a hostage standoff. They cut the lifeboat loose, hoping to take the captain to Somalia and ransom him for millions of dollars. As the lifeboat drifted away from the mothership, Richard Phillips was now alone with his 4 captors, floating in the middle of the pirate-infested ocean. News of the hijacking sent shockwaves around the world. It was the first time an American-flagged ship had been seized by pirates in nearly 200 years. The U.S. Navy immediately dispatched warships to the scene. The USS Bainbridge, a guided missile destroyer, was the first to arrive. The drama was now escalating into a high-stakes military standoff. Inside the lifeboat, conditions were deteriorating rapidly. It was suffocatingly hot, with no ventilation. The pirates were unpredictable, their moods swinging wildly. They were also running low on supplies. Captain Phillips knew his survival depended on staying calm and trying to build some kind of rapport with his captors, all while looking for any chance to escape. At one point, he made a daring break for it, diving into the dark ocean and trying to swim towards the Bainbridge. But the pirates quickly recaptured him, and their anger made the situation even more dangerous. Meanwhile, the U.S. Navy was closing in. The Bainbridge was joined by other naval assets, including the amphibious assault ship USS Boxer. The message was clear: America was not going to let its citizen be taken ashore. FBI negotiators on the Bainbridge began communicating with the pirates via radio, trying to find a peaceful resolution. They offered food, water, and fuel, anything to de-escalate the tension. The pirates' demand was simple: safe passage to Somalia, with their hostage and millions in ransom. The U.S. stance was equally simple: that was not going to happen. As the standoff dragged on for days, a plan for a military intervention was being secretly put into motion. A team of elite U.S. Navy SEALs from the legendary SEAL Team. 6 parachuted into the ocean under the cover of darkness and were picked up by the Bainbridge. They were the best of the best, trained for precisely this kind of high-pressure hostage rescue. The SEALs took up hidden positions on the fantail of the Bainbridge. Their high-powered sniper rifles trained on the lifeboat, which was now being towed just 100 feet away. They watched and waited, needing 3 conditions to be met for a successful shot. A clear view of all 3 remaining pirates, since one had left to negotiate a confirmation that Captain Phillips's life was in immediate danger. On the evening of April 12th, Easter Sunday, the moment arrived. Inside the cramped lifeboat, tensions reached a boiling point. The pirates were agitated. One of them pointed his AK-47 directly at Captain Phillips's back. A U.S. surveillance drone flying overhead captured the movement. On the deck of the Bainbridge, the SEAL commander saw the imminent threat. The order was given: execute. In the fading light, 3 shots rang out almost simultaneously from 3 different snipers. The precision was breathtaking. In a matter of seconds, all 3 pirates in the lifeboat were neutralized. It was a feat of incredible marksmanship under immense pressure. Executed perfectly from a moving ship targeting a bobbing lifeboat in the dark. Navy SEALs rappelled down to the lifeboat and found Captain Phillips, physically unharmed but deeply shaken. They cut his bindings and helped him to safety. The 4-day ordeal was over. Captain Richard Phillips was free. The rescue was hailed as a tremendous success, a testament to the skill and courage of the U.S. Navy and its special forces. Captain Phillips returned home a hero, his story a symbol of survival against all odds. He later wrote a book about his experience, A Captain's Duty, which was adapted into a major motion picture starring Tom Hanks. The story of the Maersk Alabama serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that sailors face in the world's most treacherous waters. But more than that, it's a powerful story of courage, quick thinking, and the unwavering resolve of a crew and a nation to bring one of their own home safely. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as incredible as we did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing true stories.